Silverfin Capital is pleased to present this unique opportunity to invest in the Inghams Portfolio Scheme, a high-yielding, long-term offering with a strong tenant covenant. This scheme is your opportunity to gain exposure to 6 strategically located properties on 186 hectares centred around Matamata in the Waikato region. Inghams Enterprises New Zealand Pty Limited is the sole tenant of the properties, which are secured by 25-year leases with 20 years remaining. This is a high-yielding passive investment consisting of 932 interests of $50,000 each that's forecast to return 8.25% per annum before tax until 31 March 2024. The scheme intends to register as a portfolio investment entity subject to meeting eligibility requirements. The tenant is a wholly owned subsidiary of an Australian-listed company that employs over 8,000 people, processes over 4 million birds a week, and has a market capitalisation of approximately 1.6 billion Australian dollars. These attractive investment fundamentals are further enhanced by 5 10-year rights of renewal on top of the remaining 20-year term certain leases. These are triple net leases which greatly reduce the scheme's exposure to capital costs and operating expenses.
Hello, I'm Miles Brown, the Chief Executive Officer of Silverfin Capital. The team at Silverfin and I are excited to bring this unique opportunity to you, the Inghams Portfolio Scheme. The 6 strategically located properties have facilities which represent key elements in Inghams' highly successful poultry supply chain, including a hatchery, 4 breeder farms and a processing plant. The combination of these properties results in a rare and hard to replicate portfolio. The locations are integrally linked and close to each other, as well as the numerous third-party broiler farms and the port of Tauranga. The complexities of the poultry supply chain network, coupled with the resource consenting challenges in setting up a poultry farm, means that the Inghams portfolio of properties would be hard to replicate elsewhere. The combination of high yield, long lease term and reduced exposure to operating expenses is rare in the current investment market.
Inghams' credentials as a strongly performing and stable tenant are underpinned by robust domestic and international demand for chicken. Chicken consumption has been growing strongly and now accounts for 52% of all meat consumed in New Zealand. There is widespread awareness that chicken is a healthier meat choice compared to red meat and has the lowest carbon footprint compared to other commonly farmed meats. These factors, combined with poultry's relative affordability, should drive demand for chicken moving forwards. Against this background, Inghams' commitment to long lease terms and to this important production network can be easily understood. The portfolio consists of 3 types of facilities within Inghams' supply chain network. There are 4 breeder farms that total 115 hectares, located at 111 Poland Road, 207 Mowbray Road, and 25 Okauea Springs Road in Matamata, and 903 Leslie Road in Tapapa. The breeder farms produce eggs that are delivered to the hatchery. The hatchery is located at 2 and 16 Banks Road, Matamata. This comprises 8 hectares and is responsible for incubating and hatching the chicks, which are then delivered to third-party broiler farms. The processing plant is located at 594 to 668 Waiheko Road, Waitoa, and sits on a 63-hectare site, of which 32 hectares are currently vacant and used for irrigation and grazing. The plant is currently processing 150,000 birds a day. The complete operation maintains the high standards in efficiency and animal welfare that are demanded by the Inghams Group.
The tenant, Inghams, is a major brand in food production and is the number 2 producer of chickens in New Zealand. Inghams have expended a great deal of resource and effort into building up this operation, which due to consenting and land availability would be extremely difficult to replicate elsewhere. This portfolio forms an important element in Inghams' business, and this knowledge underpins the confidence that we at Silverfin have in the scheme.
The Inghams Portfolio Scheme is forecast to return an 8.25% pre-tax cash return per annum. This is a retail offer open to all investors. There are 932 investment parcels available at $50,000 each, on offer as single interests or multiples thereof. This offer is now open and scheduled to close at 5 p.m. on the 19th of July 2019. The issuer of interests in the Inghams Portfolio Scheme is Silverfin Capital Limited. A copy of the product disclosure statement is available by contacting either Charlie Oscroft or Chris Ongley of Colliers International.
The offer of interests in the Inghams Portfolio Scheme is now open.